Oh, hi there. It's Friday, and as is the usual, I'm going to be playing some fast games of Shogi, except I am going to play them at 81 Dojo. I am still on the 1 week Shogi Wars hiatus, and it began last Friday, and it's, I suppose, going to end today. Maybe we'll pick it up some other time. But today I'm going to try 10-second games at 81 Dojo. There is the one I hesitate to call it a bug, but I'll call it a bug anyway. The bug when promoting the pieces at the end of the Byoyomi period, it doesn't sometimes register. So I'm gonna have to be a little extra careful when I'm promoting pieces to do it faster. But that's it. That should be it. Let's get started. Get this stuff out of here and put up a game. There's no one waiting for a game, a 10-second game. 0 minutes, 10 seconds, and I am waiting. Make sure the scene is set. It is. Ooh. All right. Hope everyone's doing well today. End of the week. It's been a pretty good week of shogi for me anyway. It's been, hey, Sign Cannon, recovering from surgery. Oh boy, so nice to watch. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're feeling at least all right and making progress there. I'll have a drink of green tea with honey in your honor here. And 3 Dan, Hayate 777. Let's accept. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. It's mine. Move. All right. Itch, 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 itch. I'm just gonna keep doing each. All right. Getting his chance to get his bishop out there. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, it is. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Yeah, it's not fine. It's not fine at all. You know, as many times as I play this opening, it's amazing to me that I fall for this stuff over. And let's just resign. Let me take that into. Do I have to come up to the left? Do I have to come up to the left when I see when he's obviously going immediately into the bishop, the diagonal. You know, just very first thing, he's establishing that diagonal. Do I have to go left? Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. 6. Okay, 6. But even that. So I should come here. Block. Oh, I don't even have to come up here yet? Huh. And now... Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So, but in the line I did, how could I have gotten out of it? In the line that I did, how can I get out of this? Pawn. Yeah, 5-5. 5-5. Yeah, this just loses the silver. Okay. All right. All right. Hopefully learn. Hopefully learn. That's what these are for. Hey, Tulip, nice to see you. Shoulder surgery. Oh, just reconstruction, feeling okay. Okay. Just. I mean, that's still a big surgery. Yeah, I saw your Kipu, Tulip. I saw your Kipu in your channel. Looked good. Looked good. Endgame is so tough. To lucky. Wow. Okay. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I am too lucky. I am too lucky to be able to play a 7 dan or 6 dan in a game of shogi.
2
All right. So is this not this not a bogeying?
6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 1 1 1 2
All right.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 1 1 2 3 4 5 1 1 2
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
5 6
Thank you.
8 9
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tulip. Thank you.
1 2 3 4 1 2 1 1 1
Interesting. Interesting. Was not expecting that.
5 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 1
Ooh.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
I don't see anything yet.
3 4
Oh, goodness gracious.
3 4 5 6 7 8 9
I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good. Maybe I should have come over here.
1 2 3 2、3、4、5、6、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、4、
How many times I walk into that is just incredible.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
I just don't see anything. I don't see anything else to do.
3、
Now he's gonna jump. Yeah,
1、
I
3、
should have attacked the edge.
5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、1、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、
Mm.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
I don't know what else to do.
1、2、3、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
What can I do?
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、
I see this pawn. I mean,
1、2、
is there
3、
any other
5、6、
like
7、8、
Sabaki here? No, I would give up more.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、
Man,
2、3、4、5、6、
how can I just have no attacks?
2、
How can I just have no attacks?
4、5、6、7、8、
How can I just have no attacks? I feel like I have nothing here.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、1、2、3、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、1、
Oh,
2、
come on.
3、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
I don't know. I don't know.
3、
Uh,
4、 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4
He takes. I'll resign. You know, he takes. I resign. Good game. Good game. GG. GG. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure and honor to play to Lucky Lucky. Standing by for rematch. Sure.
1 2 1 2 1
I have that Kifu copied. I'll have to.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8
Hey, Emperor Rex and Oregano Moniwa. Nice to see you both.
4 5 1 2 3 4 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 1 2 3
All right.
4 5 6 7 8 1
Wow.
2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4
I think we're on new territory. I don't think I've ever seen this.
4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 1 1 2
I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
5 6 7 8 9
So I'm going to come up here. No. What happened? I beat a 6 down. No. No. Oh. Oh. Oh, I wonder if he just got distracted. That's the problem with this. All right, let me add the first game in here. I think we're just even there. I think we're just even there. It's still, it's still early. Outside of his move over, I think that all seems very standard. So let me switch my scene to Lee Shogi. Evaluate his manner as good. So you're addicted to funny rook lifts now. Rook lifts are good. Rook lifts are. I see. There's a subpopulation of Nakabisha players that do the rook lift, and always seems good to me. Oh, Zion Cannon. The reason I'm not able to get subs, I appreciate that. I would love that. So the reason is that I have not clicked affiliate status. I have not enabled affiliate status. I qualify for it. I could do it, but the problem is that the problem is that I believe it will enable ads to be shown when people join. It will enable, not that it will always happen, but I think when people open the channel, they will get a chance to see ads. So you know, I know that there are a few people who have the Amazon Prime stuff that they'd like to give, and I believe me, I appreciate that. Like, it would be nice. It would be real nice. I don't want those ads to be popping up. There is a chance that those ads are going to be starting anyway, because I know that Twitch is relaxing its requirements to be able to get subscriptions. So I think they either are doing it or have done it or are considering doing it. But there's the idea that anyone would be open, even people with no concurrent viewers, would be open to getting to getting subs and ads and getting a cut of the ad revenue. It's kind of silly that someone who doesn't have any viewers would think that their ad revenue would all of a sudden like be good. But anyway, regardless. So hey, Coach Rowe, nice to see you. You're glad for watching a stream without getting an ad in the face. Yeah. I like Twitch. I have been a Twitch user and viewer and supporter for a long time. But those lead-in ads are gross. They're gross. I don't have any other word to say, any other way to describe it. They are getting longer and longer. I got one just the other day. I came in, one was 45 seconds. Another one was, I swear, was a minute and a half. Just to get into like a chess stream, a big streamer's chess stream. And it's like, come on, is anyone going to sit around for a minute and a half to see these videos? Maybe they just put it in the background and go do a task or something like that. But that's not the only problem. It's that they also come on in the middle, despite the streamer is not doing it, but they get a push. They get an ad. So like for example, I was watching Eric Rosen the other day. Titled Tuesday, I was watching Eric Rosen. Got an ad when I started, and then in sort of in the middle of the game, I got another big ad break. And it's like, come on. If maybe you chopped half the screen and showed an ad, but also sort of somehow, like the little view that they give you, I mean, they don't give you any view as far as I'm concerned on mobile. As far as I know on mobile, they don't give you any view during an ad. But, on browser, they bring the big ad up and then they put a little thumbnail of the a little thumbnail of the stream. But there's no sound. So you can barely see what's happening, and you can't really hear what's happening. So it's just, it makes it such that the experience of watching, I think, is nasty. And that is one of the reasons why I started multi-streaming on YouTube. Because say what you will about YouTube, but it doesn't do those. It will bring up ads, obviously. But it won't make you sit there for a minute and a half or 45 seconds on an unskippable ad. And I think the Twitch ads in general are just are offensively bad ads. The ones I've seen, a lot of them. So it's rough. It's very rough. But if those ads get forced onto my channel, then I will just click the button to become an affiliate and enable the subs. Then I will do it, since if I'm going to get ads anyway, I might as well get some money from it. We'll see. Tulip, you say it feels so much faster than Shogi Wars, you can't explain it. That's weird. To me, this feels slower than Shogi Wars. This feels slower than Shogi Wars to me. But anyway, Cyan Cannon, I appreciate the question, and I appreciate you wanting to use the sub. I would love to have that enabled, but it's the ads. And Origa Omonewa, you say 6 Dan was incorrectly submitted application, second battle. I don't know. He asked for the rematch. I'm not sure. So where were we? Where is the second game? I think I was fine. I think I was fine here. Oh, the engine wanted me to go straight out. But anyway. It's still fine. It's -1. Yeah. Okay. So it was a normal, perfectly fine opening. The engine actually does not like this. All right, and this is unfortunately where he timed out. Okay. So I didn't make any mistakes. He didn't make any mistakes. He just got distracted or something. Oh, change the view. Yeah. Gosh, I'm so the words the words on Twitch that trigger me to get a notification. I will get a notification and a ding are stream, layout, and scene. I believe those 3 words are the ones. If someone in Twitch says one of those 3 words, I'll get a notification. That's how, like, when Foradun notices I haven't changed my layout, just the word layout just immediately gets a response from me. Tulip, having ads on banners or whatever would be fine. 1000% agree. 1000% agree. Even if, and I don't know if they're beta testing this, but I have seen on Twitch where they I don't remember if it was on the side or if it was on the bottom. Their ad became embedded into the stream. It didn't interrupt the stream. The stream was still going. The stream, you could still hear the stream, but all of a sudden an ad was running on the bottom or on the side. It was taking up some portion of the view, but totally inoffensive, like not inoffensive, totally functional. I could still watch the game. I could still watch, which to me is the key. I could watch and I could hear. So hopefully Twitch is moving in that direction. I don't know how they would do that on mobile, but I have hopes. I have hopes because I would love to turn that on. Hey, Chess Fan NC, great to see you. Yeah, Tulip. Yep. So thank you. All right, let's go back. Change the scene here. Not many people on 81 Dojo today. Check this out. Chwanga, all right. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. This is one of the most playing players on 81 Dojo. All right, we got a Urshino Ryu battle. Ooh, what is that? Fascinating. Yeah.
7、8、9、1、1、1、2、3、4、1、
Maybe I should just drop the silver immediately.
4、5、1、1、1、2、3、1、1、1、1、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、1、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、4、5、
All right.
6、7、8、9、
Ooh.
2、3、
Wow.
4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、
Wow.
3、4、5、
That's mate.
6、1、2、3、4、
All right. Arigatou gozaimashita. Okay. Let's bring that in. I actually don't think that was that bad for me. I don't think, hey, Spinal Tap Chest, great to see you. I'll be curious here. I don't think that was that bad for me. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? So let's get out of the opening. I am Sente, right? Yes, I am Sente. Okay. Engine likes the knight. Engine likes the pawn push. All right, well. Yeah. So what's the, what is the okay, okay. So it does like that. I guess that makes sense. I give up like a tempo to open my file. All right, so we go in. Interesting. This is not really... Huh. Top moves for the engine are bringing the knight up and giving up this attack, I guess. And that, also this. Also this. Is that to do the old style Urashino Ryu? Let me I want to see this. It doesn't care? Huh. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And we can ignore this. Okay. All right. All right. Fair enough. 5-5 pawn was the move. Why do I drop the pawn here? Why do I drop this pawn? The engine doesn't even care about this. Oh, the it's what? Oh, because I have a silver in hand. Wow. I mean, it's 0.0. 0.0. Shogi Wars sprint mode. Okay. Anyway, this isn't bad to do this. Oh, I guess that is. What? This is changing. Hey, Foradun, this is changing all my preconceptions. Everything that I've held true. Maybe it's just because I have these other threats here. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. It's -4 now. Okay, so this I should have done this a previous move. Well, anyway, the engine does prefer taking with the silver. Not by too much. Okay, this was the move. All right, it's my advantage, +6. Okay, so I was right. I thought it was okay for me. I didn't think it was winning this much. This is +9. I gave it up. I gave up the advantage. Oh, just come in. Just come in here. (5-4) and 8-3 are the two. 8-3 makes a lot of sense. Okay. So he had, yeah. All right. Good game. All right, so I was never really losing. I was ahead most of it. All right. All right. That's good to know. That's good to know. My intuition there was that I was not losing. All right, let's get back. Let me evaluate his manners. Good. And change the scene. Try to change the scene. There it is. There it is. I couldn't find it. So today, I just lost my train of thought. I totally lost my train of thought. I said today, and then I lost my train of thought. All right. Let's go with another. very quiet day. It's a holiday. I mean, not that the United States is a big shogi place, but you know, it's a holiday today. Not in Japan though. Fridays usually seem, you know, Fridays at this time, even though it's 3 in the morning, you know, it is the weekend, so it seems like these days are usually a little more crowded Japanese wise. Hey Ronald, nice to see you. Sign Cannon, you're saying technically a holiday in many parts of the world. 4/6 of the countries you work with are off today. Yeah, it's a holiday in Brazil. Yeah, it makes sense. I would think that people on their holidays would play shogi, but maybe not. Maybe they're doing things with their family, or I don't know. Hey, Todosky. You end up working. I'm working. I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the work today. I'm putting in the work. 5 good games so far. 5 really good games. 4 games. Yeah. One thing I do prefer on 81 Dojo as well to, you know, in that discussion of whether 81 Dojo or Shogi Wars feels faster than the other, one thing I do like is that when you click the piece in 81 Dojo, it grabs it. So it's kind of like you're picking up and putting down. You know, they're both obviously, you know, both ways are tap, tap. So it's the same general thing, but there's something nicer, for lack of a better word, in my brain to seeing the piece get picked up and moved. The urge to grabbies. What does that mean? The urge to grabbies. Oh yeah, I haven't really played 81 Dojo on mobile, you know, because I'm always logged in on the desktop. The 81 Dojo mobile app looks, at least on iOS, it looks like a mobile app in the loosest sense of the term. It is I'll just say pretty primitive. Artem, all right. 1Q, get out of here. I'll accept. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. 1Q, my butt. I'm Gote? Yes, I am. Urshino Sensei style, not Urshino Ryu style. Oh, God, of course! I'm like, how am I going to defend Bogan here? Oh my gosh, sometimes I'm just an idiot. 1 How am I going to defend this Bogan from this known Bogan player?
12345
Fine.
121
Oh shoot, I've got to let's get up here. You know, this is what happens when I play strong players. I start forgetting my moves, I start forgetting my move order.
12345 7、8、9、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Come up this way.
1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、
I think when I play Duck, I get more annoyed when there are two silvers kind of trying to bother me.
2、3、4、
Is this?
5、
Oh.
2、3、
Ah.
5、6、7、8、9、
Let's harass. Let's harass. Let's harass.
2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、
I'd like to get my king over.
3、4、5、
Oh.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
I think I'd rather have had it on 5-3.
3、4、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、
What?
9、1、
Oh.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、
Shoot.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
I thought I was being so tricky. I thought I was being so sneaky. I thought I was being so sneaky.
4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、
Yeah, this is a real bad intermediate move against Duck.
3、
Real bad.
5、6、7、8、9、
Yeah. Yeah, that was a real bad intermediate move when I didn't castle get my king out of that.
4、5、6、7、8、9、 1、
I don't like that either. I don't like that, but it is what it is.
1、
Oh, shoot.
3、 4、
Ah!
6、7、8、9、1、2、3、1、2、3、
It's just massacre. Massacre. There's the resign button. Great game. Great game. Great game. Hold on. Here we go. You can't see it. You can't see it. The game chat. After the game ended, I did one of those game chat templates. This position seems equal. It seems equal, but I'll let you. I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one. I forgot to copy. Oh, okay. I can copy. Let me evaluate manner. Always evaluate manner. You think I was doing well until I tried to prevent the rook trade with the knight drop. Yeah. I thought that... So, yeah. I thought that the knight drop... Well, maybe it was obvious what I thought. I thought that the knight drop would allow me to take with tempo because it's hitting your bishop, which could give me time to castle my king, to get my gold down. But of course, you saw that beautiful pawn drop. Great game. Great game. 1Q. 1Q. Well, I did make progress on the castle. I moved my king over. I moved the king over, and then I brought the bishop up so that I could get the king over more further. That's what the bishop move to 4-8 was, or to 4-2. It was to let my king go So I said at the time, I think I should have gone to 5-7. I think so. 5-7 would have allowed me at least to be able to go up when I'm checked, which I think would have been better. Still would have been bad, but it would have let me go up, and my bishop wouldn't have been trapped. But either way, yeah. All right, let me copy this Kifu. Let me copy this Kifu in. I think I played a little bit too much of what bothers me when I'm playing Duck rather than the position on the board. I was trying to look for I was trying to find those things that I dislike playing against when I play Duck. Wait, why is this? Wait, Chuanga? Wait, what? Did it not? Oh, there it is. Weird. It didn't show up. Okay. All right, so I've got this in. But even so, I don't love that. I guess you gave up a knight for it, so I get compensation, but not a huge amount. And now you drop. Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. So 8, it does want me to drop 8 too. But then what about this? Oh, I have the knight. Now I have the knight. Now I have the knight to drop. Now because I didn't drop it up here, now I have the knight to drop. I see. Ah, okay. Oh, that makes sense. All right, so the engine is liking your next moves as these. Okay. Or even this. Ah, okay. So it's still plus 2.4, but I mean personally, I'd rather play the Duck side in this game. Duck wants to move both knights out before sacking one, because knight drop 2-7 or knight drop 8-7 is really annoying. Okay. Ah. I suppose I have to retain my knight though, because I need to be able to block off this rook. So what is, if you pass, what is my plan? I think I've got to get my king into a position where a check here is not terribly annoying. And the engine says 5-3 bishop, and that accomplishes that. That accomplishes that mission. Now I can castle. It's watching the 1 drop point. Okay. And yet another reason why the 5-3, why it would have been better for me to put the bishop on 5-3 rather than 4-2. Because I would have been just out of the box defending against that. Very interesting. Also interesting is that the number 2 move is this. What is that defending? What is that even doing? What is this even doing? It's opening the diagonal for the bishop, maybe? All right. Anyway, great game. Great game. Always a pleasure. Thank you. Oh, while I'm here, I've got the WSL stuff up. While I'm here, let's see. Has anything happened? Has anything happened in the past couple days? No. No. Wait, I thought I just saw. It says 418. I thought I already saw this yesterday. Oh, maybe 418 Japan time or yeah. Anyway, I don't know who Socrates is. This is not Alan Baker, is it? It's like a 4 or 5 dan, 3 dan on 81 Dojo. It says Central Rook enthusiast, and I didn't think Alan Baker was an enthusiast. Was a fellow enthusiast. Although I am no longer an enthusiast. I am no longer an enthusiast. I am an all-rounder. Much like Kiriyama Ray in March Comes In Like a Lion. I am an all-rounder. I play all things badly. Oh, you think it is Alan Baker? Okay. That makes sense. Hey, Ghost One, nice to see you. Okay, Time Zombie also said that it's Alan. Okay, makes perfect sense then. Very good player. I wonder if he's going to be at the U.S. Shogi Championship next weekend. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to go back to 81 Dojo. Tom Jerry, 1959. Is that date this guy's birthday, or is that Tom and Jerry cartoon? Let's see. When did it come? When did it start in 1959? Oh gosh. The original work was from 1940. Wow. So maybe it's this player's birth year. Oh, you met in Brazil in 2012 or 2013. Wow, that's a long time ago. That's like 13 years ago. 12, 13 years ago. Goodness gracious. How was he then? Was he the same level? And what does it take? So if he was the same level, let's say he's... Oh, he mailed to meet you because of your blog. Wow. That's incredible. He flew out there just to meet you because of that blog. Do you think he's better now? So it says he's 3 dan in 81 Dojo. Let's say he's 4 dan. Let's say he's actually around like normal 4 dan, maybe plus strength. I don't necessarily, based on his performance at past over the board events, he seems to be up there. It seems to me like a 3 dan 81 Dojo might be underselling his ability. But then again, so is one of the Bano-san from New York. He's only 3 dan online. So maybe they just don't play online as seriously. Oh, okay. So he was in the city for the conference, and then he wanted to meet you. Okay. But anyway, in chess, they talk about things like what it takes to make the next step, at least on podcasts and whatnot. It's a common topic. What it takes to go from 2000 to master, USCF. What it takes to go to master. What it takes to go from 2000chess.com to a national master or a FIDE master. People talk about those types of questions. What does it take to go from what it takes this is a common one, because some famous people have been trying to make this step, but what it takes to go from IM to GM. And obviously it's different for everyone, but in most cases that I can recall, and this has been discussed in many podcasts, one of the things that they say is that it is a massive it would be to go from IM to FM, or to IM to GM, for example, just a massive amount of work and money, but to go around tournaments, but a massive amount of work and end games, openings, some of the stuff that you don't necessarily study all the way up, although IM is already very high. And so you probably already know, a lot of that stuff. But they talk about that. What does it take? Is there something in shogi like that? What does it take to go from 3 dan to 4 dan? Why is someone I'm thinking of some of the people in California out here, people who have been 3 dan for 20 years. Why are they still 3 dan? What are they not doing? Have they hit their mental cap? I talk about my mental cap all the time, and I'm concerned that I'm already at that for shogi, at my age and whatnot. But what are the 3 dans, the people who have been 3 dans for 10 or 20 years, what is holding them back from 4 dan? Because they're still playing a lot. So they love the game. They still love the game. They're still playing a lot. What is there, is there something that is common with these players? The question also for like Urshino Ryu channel. What is keeping him at 4 dan? And he's been there for I think a long time. He's got 30,000 games played on Shogi Wars. Yes, they're Blitz, Bullet. But what keeps him at 4 dan? Kosher, you say you think the difference is about knowing what to do and when to do it. But how do you get that? Why? How do the 4 dans get that information or get that knowledge? And the 3 dans who are playing as much or more than many 4 dans. There are 4 dans out there. I mean, there are exceptions and everything, but there are 4 dans out there who are playing far fewer games than some of these people, some of these 3 dans that I know. Todovsky, you say perhaps it's worth studying their games to find the differences, supposing we are genuinely curious. Yeah, well, my concern there is that, one, I can't evaluate properly the difference between a 4 dan and a 3 dan. I don't think I can. But also, maybe there are multiple things. I'm curious, especially, from the people who have seen this or who have heard others talk about these things. Is this this is a topic in chess podcasts quite often that people talk about, taking that next step, whether it's 2000 to FM or IM to GM or FM to IM, all that kind of stuff, or 1500 to 1800. People are always talking about what it takes to make these next steps. And at some point, it sounds like making those next steps becomes extremely difficult. And you have to start studying maybe things that you haven't been studying before. And I just don't know if, I don't know if shogi has that same sort of thing. Because shogi is so calculation heavy. So shogi is so calculation and tactics heavy. Almost to a point where strategy, like the chess strategy, is just not as much of a thing in shogi. An opening study seems like it's not as much of a thing in shogi. At least not to the point where, like, the difference between a 4 and a 3 dan but I don't know. You know, I would love to know if other people know about this stuff. Not thinking about the moves makes us stationary. Most people play on autopilot. Yeah, that could be the case. That could definitely be the case with some of these 3 and 4 Dan players. You know, obviously they're thinking at the time. Well, maybe not. Maybe yeah, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because people play fast. But even if you're not thinking, even if you're not thinking a lot, does, you know, when you're playing thousands of games and you're getting into the same sort of situations in thousands of games, at some point, doesn't, you know, the way that AIs learn, or, you know, the way that like AlphaZero learned, you just play against, you're playing so often, you're just throwing stuff at the wall, and you sort of see what doesn't work. You learn by what works and what doesn't work. So even if you're not thinking about your moves, thousands of games in, wouldn't you still be just sort of, I don't want to say by osmosis, but like sort of like by osmosis, improving? Maybe not. Maybe not. And to that, you say you think you might get different advice on a podcast where you're the product of target market advertising versus from a coach. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. But I think there's enough, when you get enough of a sample size of people talking about things, and you hear the same sorts of things, maybe there's some sort of consensus there, or at least theories. I'm just sort of open to theories. Hi Picari, nice to see you. You say maybe we play and learn unconsciously. For example, an inevitable move to discover. Yeah, that's what I am thinking. Is that you sort of, not subconsciously or unconscious, like kind of though, where you play the move just like that game that I just, the first game that I lost today. I think it was the first game I lost today, where I moved that silver up. I was thinking about it at the time, but not calculating well enough. But I want to believe that the fact that I sort of ran into a roadblock in the game is going to sort of register in my brain, and it's going to improve me in some way. Like, I may not make that mistake as much or at all anymore, you know, because I ran into that mistake. Obviously, for someone who's still, I guess, you know, in talking, comparing myself, the discussion was high Dan players. It wasn't necessarily my level, you know, where at my level, plenty of strides can be made, you know, relatively easily. Well, I mean, I say relatively easily. Boy, it's not easy for me, you know, because I sure am trying. But okay, you think there's a ceiling, Coach? You think there's a ceiling for that kind of osmosis learning? Okay, fascinating. And you have been learning a ton lately because you've been bombarded with new ideas. But we need a strong foundation to get something from those. Ah. But where are your new ideas coming from? Like pro games or study of other players, or study of your own games from pros and books? Okay. So at some point, to make that next step from like 3 Dan to 4 Dan, say, if you've been 3 Dan for 10 years and you're playing a lot, maybe you still need to put in that work to put new ideas in your head. And maybe some of the calculation exercises and visualization that maybe you get from some books. Todosky say, your experience listening to podcasts is that most hosts and most guests lack scientific rigor. That's true. That's true. And that at least half of what's out there is utter nonsense. Maybe that's fair. I don't know if I'm willing to go that. There are a lot of grifters out there. There are definitely a lot of grifters out there. And I like to think that I can sniff them out pretty quickly. And those are the podcasts. Listening now for a few years of chess podcasts. I know the grifters. I know I know the people who are out there just to get their name out there, just to get their course out there, just to sell their coaching hours, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It is tough. Fundamentals are everything. Getting to 4 Dan is a breeze if we have them strongly ingrained. What are you calling fundamentals, though? What are This is back to a topic of what are shogi fundamentals. Chess fundamentals, maybe it's just because there's so many English language books in it, but chess fundamentals seem to me, not a chess player, they seem to be pretty well established and agreed upon. Damas, yeah. The word a breeze is funny. But it is qualified, if we have strongly ingrained, fundamentals. So that's true. My fundamentals, not so good. Eyesight is also needed for appropriate play hours. Well, is that true? You could play blindfold. If you play blindfold, do you work on your visualization? Should we do blindfold one of these days? Or today? Should we try blind? Should we? You can do blindfold on 81 Dojo, right? Or effectively blindfold. Prove YOUR using blind piece mode. Basic opening prep. Okay, basic opening prep. Check. I got that. Knowing and applying Tesujis. Hishi and Sume. 13. Okay, mate and 13 for 4 Dans. So that's what you're calling the fundamentals. What is 0.3, Picare? What is 0.3? My eyesight is not great and getting worse, but it's not terrible. I don't know what my prescription is. Maybe 0.3 is a prescription. Todasi, I have heard this. Chess is 99% tactics. I don't know if you're saying that sarcastically, like as a sign that chess proverbs might be bogus. But you're much better at chess, so you would be able. I would trust you more than I would trust myself. But it sure doesn't really seem that chess is 99% tactics. In a world where a lot of people at the lower levels are relatively booked up to play positional games. Like it feels like chess to me. It feels like chess. Obviously tactics are huge, especially at my level. But even at my level, I wouldn't say they're 99%. But maybe it's just that I don't see the tactics. And it depends on how you define the tactics. Either way, like if someone says chess is 99% tactics, then that just means shogi is 100% tactics. Yeah, shogi has some useful proverbs. I agree. Not to the extent that you like the proverbs. I agree that they're relatively useful. That's why I want that book of the I have the shogi proverbs with commentaries. That's why I would love this I would love a book of this modernized in print, love that. Modernized with the diagrams properly laid out with proper, modern notation. I would buy this in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I would buy and read and reread. You say 100% of your chess games ended because of a tactic. Well, that's fair. That's fair. But that doesn't mean chess is 99% tactics. I guess it depends what 99% even means. Like, I think when I interpret that saying 99% of positions, I think, do not present, in my experience watching and playing chess, which admittedly is not that much, is not as much as most like as a good chess player. But it seems to me that in a lot of positions, there isn't an outright tactical shot. Even in, I watch I watch sub 1,000 games on chess.com. Even in those games, there are quiet positions that don't have. If you figure those games last 30 moves, at least 5 to 10 of those moves, there are no major tactical shots, which is, that's a sub 1,000 elo game, and right there, that's less than 90%. So I guess I don't want to just like argue numbers, but yeah. Well, so I'm going to take some issue with what you're saying, Todosky, is that a lot of people who are very good tactically and just sort of very good positionally, I think they overestimate their relative strength in one or the other. So it's like you say that it's because of tactics, and obviously I don't know anything about your chess games, but I would probably, my guess is your opening fundamentals and sense of the game and opening and middle game are just so strong. Even if you don't study it, or even if it's not a strength of yours, I would argue that it's still probably pretty darn strong. And yes, you can dig yourself out of problems because of tactics. But that doesn't mean that you're not also really good in this other stuff. Adamas, you say chess is 99% tactics if you aren't at the highest level. Yeah, you're sure GMs are using way more positional theory. Well, that's the thing, is that, I think as you go up the ranks, it seems like, the amount of tactics, the percent tactics maybe lowers. I think I would just argue that even at the lowest levels, from what I have seen, because I watched some family members' games and they're sub 1,000 elo on, they're sub 1,000 on chess.com, and there are some quiet games, and I don't think using my definition of the 99%, I would say at least 5 to 10% of the positions on the board do not have an overwhelming tactical shot. it's developing pieces, it's castling the king, it's that kind of thing. Ornal, you're saying what playing Sprint has taught you is that the opening doesn't really matter. Shogi is just middle and end game. Yeah, I think especially. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's something Koshiro has said as well. I think my only thing, and not to argue with two great players, not me, a bad player. I don't want to argue with two players who are at a level that I will probably never get to. But I would say it doesn't matter as much. I think it still matters, and I think that again, you guys being such good players are underestimating your own knowledge of opening and middle game principles, such that it really does matter. It's just that you are good at it, and you don't get yourself into too much trouble because you're pretty good at it. So yeah, you might fall behind in the opening, or you might fall behind in early middle game, or even late middle game. But tactically and creatively, so there's tactics. So one thing that I am finding in Shogi, and feel free to disagree with me, and I'm curious if people do disagree with me. I think there is an added section that people don't talk about in chess very much, at least on the podcasts I listen to. But like, there are tactics and calculation ability in Shogi, but there is also creativity, which is some of the stuff that I see in a Koshiro game, or an Ornoth game, or or an I Dream of Shogi game, a game of someone who is much better than myself. There's a creativity in these games to create positions that are difficult for the opponent to play. It's not that they're, engine-wise, they may not be the best. Engine-wise, they may not be the best, and there may not be an immediate tactical shot in some of these. But they're creating these situations by which the tactics are just going to go nuts and give them winning positions, or give them positions where it's very easy for them to attack and very difficult for the opponent to defend. Hey, I dream. Speak of the devil. I see I Dream Shogi over there. You say that doesn't actually make any sense. You're being given an even position. You have to get there. Oh, yeah. If you were given a -6 position in every game in Sprint, you'd lose a lot. Yeah. So I think you're sort of disagreeing a little bit with that Sprint, that it doesn't matter. Yeah. And then just continuing on with that. 100 Centipon loss, Todowski is not that bad, but I mean, I guess at your level, it's going to start catching up to you. But yeah. But you're surviving. You're surviving at -1 or -2. And anyway, Ornal, for the opening, you can pretty much just study one opening. As long as you're not making some crazy blunder, you'll do fine. But in mid-end, once you blunder, the game is probably over. That's what I am. That's why I am hesitant to change my openings right now. Because I enjoy my opening. I get great, at least according to the computer, I get great positions out of my opening in many games. And it's, I don't lose games for the most part because of my opening. I lose games because of my middle and end game, especially the end game. So I'm going to try to do less work on my opening now because, again, one, I enjoy it, them, because it's multiple openings. I enjoy the openings, and two, they're getting me great positions. So I need to be able to win games. So I'm a little less open in my mind right now to spending more time on my opening. Oh, I'm going to show you. You're saying it doesn't make sense that the takeaway from sprint is that the early game doesn't matter. Okay. And I think I agree with that. Because you're not playing an early game when playing sprint. Code Ducky, great to see you. You recommend learning new openings as a way to get better positional understanding. Great point. Great point that I missed. That I missed. Great point. Yes. And I agree with that totally. And yes. So I don't. That's one reason why I dabble in KKS. That's one reason why I dabble in Duck. And that's why I watch some streams of some other people. Because when I see some of these other games that other people are going for, I'm seeing positional ideas that I can sometimes apply to my own game. And especially since, despite the fact that I play Urushin or Ryu, or despite the fact that someone else plays third file Rook, the opponent can do things to make you not play those. There's always going to be a chance, and I'm finding more and more people playing things that make it difficult to play standard Urushin or Ryu. You have to be able to adapt, and I think getting that positional understanding by playing other things is totally valid. I think my only thing right now is that I don't even want to say it's a disagreement with that. My only point to myself and to no one else is that I think my end game relative to my opening and middle game and positional sort of play, my end game is so much worse that I have to get that better, I think, before the other stuff will even matter. Like, even if I have a great positional understanding and I'm getting great positions and I'm doing great things in the middle game, if I can't win a game, my opponent is just gonna slowly beat me. And I've seen that countless times. Countless times. My opponent will slowly beat me, or I'll just make a flat out bad calculation and blunder and give them a piece that's just going to make it easy to beat me. So I agree with that playing multiple openings will improve positional understanding and give you I think more creativity overall. Just to reuse that word creativity that I started using today. But in the end, for me, at my current state, my problem is that I can't win games where I have overwhelming position, where I have overwhelming advantages. And so I've got to get better at that. I have to get better at that. Coach, you'd say plus and minus 20 is losable and winnable. Shogi is cruel against soft players. Yes. And I am a soft player. If anything, I think that defines me. I'm a soft player. It hurts. It hurts to be me. There's also a difference between Duck is -6 when you're a specialist in the position and being -6 in a position you have no experience in. That's a great point as well. Dom is, I think being down a silver or a gold in general with no compensation. Okay, so I think these numbers are sort of relative to Yanura O at a reasonable depth. They're sort of relative number. They don't seem to match as much as chess evals do. But if that game that I played this morning where I gave up a clean silver, that basically took that was like a 5-point blunder. Using Lee Shogi, so it's like a 500 point Yanura O blunder, just giving up the silver. Gosh, the chat's going so fast. I'm trying to keep up here. And Orlando say, yeah, learning new openings definitely does help. You get into different positions, but you think you can get extremely far with just one opening. Yes. So I agree. I am totally in the Ornal school right now with that. And I feel that way with Urshin or Ryu. And sure, well, the thing is, I have to play some other things other than Urshin or Ryu based on what my opponents play. But in terms of how I am going to spend my study time, my out of game study time and my off stream time, for now, I am no longer going to spend much time on my opening. I've put in a lot of time on my opening. It gets me great positions. Sometimes I get worse positions, but that'll happen no matter what. And the problem is I can't win games that I should be winning. And so I'm going to focus on non-opening stuff. And Picari said, you want to enjoy from start to end. And that's the thing too. That is the thing about playing a lot of different openings. I think for some, I think this is a personal preference thing, or not even well, I guess it's a preference. Baked into certain people are certain preferences. And I think some people really enjoy variety, breadth of opening. Some people really enjoy depth of opening, where they have one opening that they just love to play. I think I'm a little bit, I'm in between there, but I think I am closer to wanting to play one or two openings well. Just I think that's just my natural preference. It's the same way like in fighting games. I want one character that I main and I study and I play. Like if I have one character in a fighting game that I love, I'm happy. Games like the tag games where you have to have 2 and sometimes 3 characters, I don't enjoy those games as much. I just don't enjoy those games as much. And I think it's because you have to learn all these different characters. And maybe that keeps me back in fighting games. I don't want to turn this into just a fighting game discussion. But I think that mindset is, I think we have some of these preferences baked into us. And that might be, why one player would like playing a lot of openings versus another. Like, there's I've seen some shogi people, they're always trying different openings. Chess players, there's talking to some people, like at you chit chat at the club. When I used to go, this is 2 years ago, when I used to go to a casual chess club, some people would be talking about all these openings that they're studying and they're trying, and meanwhile I pretty much had my 3 openings. My King's Indian Attack, my openings were picked mostly based on shogi. King's Indian Attack to have that Fianchettoed bishop, King's Indian Defense against d4, and Scandinavian against d4, and then I played stuff against non-e4, non-d4. Let's see. Yeah, Ornal, Sprint is helping you. Yeah, you start from a 0 position rather than 600. That's true. But your positions, I think, like I Dream of Shogi was saying, you know how to make those positions hurt. So it's that thing I was saying earlier about creativity. There's tactics ability and calculation, but there also is this creativity aspect. And it's the creativity that makes, I think, the engine evals a little less important, because in the end, what matters is making. Well, I mean, what matters is checkmating the king, but in the end, what matters is making your opponent's life difficult and making your attack, easier. Kodowski's gradually becoming an equal opportunity opening hater. I hear you. I hear you. That's you've got to start playing. You've got to stop playing Nakabisha. I think. Obviously I still love Nakabisha, and I loved Nakabisha when I played it. But I think it made me a little. I don't know. It brought some of that into it. It sort of made me hate Mino, and Gojo was saying being a one trick is the best for Shogi. Well, to a certain point, right? I guess you could just be a one trick Bishop Exchange player and become a pro, because that's all the pros play. Yeah, Pikari. In some sense, opening is to decide your own position. Yes, and that's the thing, is that one of the things that's keeping me in the openings that I am currently using is that I generally like and enjoy playing the positions I get. There are definitely some things that the opponent can do that make me not enjoy it, but that is the nature of a two-player game. Once in FM at their club showed you Trompowski with Bishop takes F6, which is surprisingly hard to play against. That's the thing. Some things that are bad are real difficult to play against. It's just raise your glass. I don't know if any of you watch the YouTube channel Coffee Chess. It's a great. I will say it's great. I'll say it's great. I'm going to objectively say it's great, but others can disagree. It is a YouTube channel that shows an over-the-board 5-minute blitz game played by, they say trash talkers. There's not always trash talk, but it's a club, I think, in Southern California. They play, and it's called Coffee Chess. I think they meet outside of Starbucks or something like that. Maybe that's why it's called Coffee Chess. But it's showing over-the-board games and the talking and the whole atmosphere. I think it's a great channel. They've had grandmasters there, they've had international masters there, but you get to know the personalities of the people in that club. Great, it's great. I would love something like this for Shogi. I don't think we have enough. We don't have enough personalities and enough players in the Shogi world, I think, to make something like this possible. But anyway, if you haven't checked it out, just give it it's called Coffee Chess. But one of the best players there. Speaking of openings, this is what reminded me of it. He's a Grob player. He's a FIDE master. I believe his name is Mark Duckworth. He just passed away. And they have a real nice memorial video on the channel. I think it came out either today or yesterday. I just watched it this morning, and he's a player that at some point was easily IM strength. I think he's in the 24. I think they said he was in 2450s at some point, but this is back in the older days, and it was very hard to get IM norms, at least in the West Coast, I guess, in those days. And so he never got an IM title, but he was an FM. And he passed away. So in memory of the Duck. Speaking of the Duck, the Duck opening as well. Yeah. Love that channel. What fighting games have I dabbled in? Depends what you call dabbled, because I've spent thousands of hours in fighting games, and I'm terrible at them all. Street Fighter 4 is my favorite. Street Fighter 4 is still, hopefully this doesn't turn you off, but Street Fighter 4 I think is still the best fighting game. I like Third Strike a lot. I played Street Fighter V a lot. I think Tekken 7 was great. I like Tekken 8. I like Tekken. I've played the anime games. I played Guilty Gear. I played the Guilty Gear Strive more than I played any of the others because I think because the online was better. I like some of the old Street Fighter 2, but like I used to play as a kid, on an NES or Super NES. The Blaze Blue I liked a lot. Never got good at it. Again, the network play was not as good in that game. SF4 got you into fighters. I think that's the case for a lot of people. Street Fighter 4 got me back into fighting games. Because I always liked them as a kid. Virtua Fighter 5 is amazing. It's good to see that Virtua Fighter is making its comeback. I like it all. What's that French bread game? Unist. Under. Gosh, I can't even remember the acronym. Under night, in birth, late S to CLR, etc. Melty Blood. I played a little bit, but never in a community of people playing Melty Blood. I try them. I try most of them. I really like the genre. I'm just not very good at it. Like I was a gold player in Street Fighter V. That shows how bad I am. I was gold. I have played Vampire Survivor, but I have never really taken part in an in-person fighting game community. So like all those older games, they sort of need local communities to play or arcades, and I just wasn't. I guess you could say that Darkstalkers and whatnot, like you could play those on Fightcade. I don't really play much Fightcade though, because I've always been a Mac, not always been. I've been a Linux guy most of my life, and now I'm on Mac. Since I was at Apple but playing those things, I don't play them as much. In your path to 81 Dojo, Todasuke, in your path to 81 Dojo Shodan, Karo repeatedly reminded you to aim for the king since none of your creativity mattered when your moves sucked. Well, that's true. And I mean, and who am I to disagree? But I think it's the creativity that gives you positions where you can make where you can mate the king. Like maybe I'm saying a different thing. But like it's sometimes there's no direct path to the king. So you need to be creative in aiming at the king. And that's what I'm always amazed at when I'm watching Ornolf, Koshiro, Adreno Shogi, etc. How creative they are at making chances for themselves. And I'm often, even against my own opponents, I'm often, impressed by their creativity. When they're dead, when they are down and it's a 99% position, I've got the win. All I have to do is win it. They come up with creative ways to make me make decisions. And it's that creativity that makes my life more difficult and their life potentially more easy. And inevitably I stumble. You use Linux for a while. A wine made Fightcade more accessible? Okay. It seems like it's essentially wine-ish stuff that is what's used on Mac, too. I don't know. Picard, in your play, moves should be set down obscure nor definite style, clearly taken before my opponent players. I'm not sure I understand. Yeah, Shogi is difficult. Shogi is incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I think it's a good thing and a bad thing. I think for me, sometimes it's very easy to get frustrated by the difficulty and the perceived injustice of outplaying your opponent for so long, but just to fall to one mistake or some or fall to in oversight or something like that. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. But that's the nature of the game. How if is there a way to I don't want to do this. Is there a way to play blind shogi again? No, no, you do it, and your opponent doesn't have to. So when you put a game up, excuse me, it'll just look like a normal game, right? People won't know you're playing with blind pieces. Yeah, yeah, Jodosky. Yep, yep, yeah. Chess the same way, but at least in my experience, not. I don't feel that. I don't feel as bothered by it in chess. I definitely feel bothered by it, but I think because a lot of times, I think because of the flail. I think because shogi does have that flail aspect where it's like your opponent could just kind of be annoying for 20 moves and you can defend just fine. You could defend and keep them off and maintain your lead, but you just have to mess up once. And your opponent is in a free roll of just making sort of hope shogi attacks. And that's just where I've got to get better. But it's that is I think that's the difference. One of the differences between chess and shogi, because the opponent in chess, you take their pieces. They're not going to get any pieces of yours in compensation. They're not going to be able to just drop pieces and hope you miss something or yeah. They'll hope you miss something with things, but it will be with pieces on the board. It's a more tractable problem, I think. It feels to me. All right. All right. So I'm not going to play blind shogi today. I don't know how to make that work other than just doing this. And I don't want to play blind 10-second shogi. But I'm gonna get a game back in here. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick break. Get more tea, sip of water, and be right back. Sorry about the delay. All right. Definitely seems like in 81 Dojo, the 10-second games get accepted by strong players more often than not. Oof. A little cold. Hopefully get a game. Oh, it's like I'm expecting instant because I'm thinking for some reason I'm like matchmaking wise. Yeah, so we thank you for everyone for the chat. It's so fun. Even just discussing these things I think is just so enjoyable for me anyway. Love talking about this stuff. I love that there are some people to be able to talk about this stuff with. I'm so envious at times of the chess and even the Go world. Where they have so many players. All right. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. 1. Oh, we're getting duck? No.
1 2 3 1 2
Okay.
1 2
Get this up.
1 1
Ooh.
2 3
Get our king over first.
1 1
Interesting.
1 2 1 2 3 4 1
I do this. I do this so often.
1
And
2
the interesting thing to me
1
is that
2
I don't see Urashino Ryu channel doing this very often.
1
What I call the sort of the Koshiro engagement.
2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3
I was afraid of this drop.
1
Oh, there it is. Okay.
4 5 6 7 8 1 2 1
Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3
Take.
4 5 6 7 8 9
Oh my gosh, the king can just take. King can just take.
3 4 5
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 1
Ooh.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
Wow. How did he defend that? Yeah.
3
How did that work out?
5
How did that work out?
1
Whoa.
2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 1 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4、5、6、
Can't drop a pawn because I take the lance.
8、
Oh,
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、5、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、
I'm searching for ideas, and I'm not seeing anything right now.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Oh, I should have come back this way. I should have come this way.
4、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
He's got more pieces. He's got more pieces.
2、3、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、
All right. All right. All righty.
2、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、1、2、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、
All right.
6、1、
Fair enough.
1、2、1、2、3、4、
Does he still have it?
1、1、
Does he have it?
2、
Yeah, he does.
1、2、
He does.
3、4、5、1、
Well done. Well done.
4、5、
I think.
6、7、 8、 9、
I think he's got it. Oh gosh. Do I have?
3、4、5、6、7、 8、 9、 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、 8、 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、 8、 9、 1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、 8、 9、 1、2、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、 8、 1、2、3、4、1、1、
Oh, yeah. Good game. Good game.
5、
Oh, good game. Very nice. Very nice attack. Wait, what is he showing? All right, let's copy that and bring this in. Hey, Eloy, nice to see you. Itchy knee. Itchy knee? Oh, itchy. Yes. Let's put this in. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that was... Some of these 10-minute games are really, really a blast. That was very fast. It was very fast to see that. Maybe it was... All right, so it's mate and 15 for me. It's mate and 9. Mate and 9 for me. It's mate and 9 for me. It's mate and 9. Ah! Okay. That would be a great start. A great foundation. I should have done that anyway. I should have done that. I just didn't see it. When did I? Okay, so ignoring this, it's still minus 99. So now I just didn't see it. I didn't see a way to check with this silver. I was looking on this side. What is a human gonna do here? I think go here. I think go here is what a human's gonna do. Just okay. That was not it. That was not it. That was not it. Hey, New World, nice to see you. This parade, great to see you too. So I'm gonna look at the engine. Yeah, I'm guessing there's some lance drops. I'm guessing there's some bishop drop or bishop move, or I mean a rook move. Number one. Okay, so mate and 13 is 7-5 lance, 7-1 rook. How does this work? How does this work? And now we get this one over. And that's it. That's it. There's no it's all useless interpolation. Oh, that would have been an amazing one to win. Damas, yeah. The people in the Go world are also envious of the chess world. Yes, I hear them. I hear them, but I have no empathy for them. So let's see. So what was the other way? This is now he drops. Oh, hardcore. Oh yeah, look at that. That's how it's done. Goodness. Yeah, we're going to have to, with this way, he's going to have to use one of his pieces that we'll be able to drop here to mate with. So and now whatever he drops. Wait, was that right? Was that right? Oh, it wanted to take with the rook. That I'm not seeing. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This would have been tough in 10 seconds. I would have taken. He'd run. And now... get the discovered attack. What's he gonna do? Say he takes here. Where's my mate? Where is my mate? Here is the mate. Okay. So good. Such a good game. All right, I'm waiting on this. See, just like just like I said. I mean, this is a perfect illustration of what I've just been blabbing about for the past hour. My problem is not the opening. My problem is not the opening. The final position evaluation is minus 42. This has got this. Wait, how is this not just mate? Oh, I can come over here. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, this is my problem. This was his advantage. I resigned in a winning position. Oh, this is what he showed me. I thought he was showing me how he could have messed it up. I thought he was showing me what he could have, what I, Well, again, it's the end game. It's an end game. It doesn't matter how much advantage someone has. It's all if you can't mate. Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, because you can't just repeat. Picari, I thought it was the end. That's the problem, is that, I thought it was. I thought he was just going to walk me over. All right. I will keep an eye on this. From now on. All right. Great game. That game was a blast. All right. I had it and I lost it. Good game. Let's wait for another. I don't remember what exactly happened in that game. What was his opening? Oh, I gave up that bishop drop. Yeah, I prevented one bishop drop and gave up another bishop drop. So maybe I shouldn't. I should be wary of just picking pawns. I definitely should be wary of picking pawns. Because no matter how fine it looks, it almost is never fine for me. Man, that was fun. That was a real pretty mate. That starting with the lance drop. That's a real pretty pattern. Drop the rook, and then get the, I don't know what it's called, where you essentially have the uninterpolatable position where eventually you just come up and you take and you're protected by the other piece. Trying to imagine the opponent running while I rage quit PGA. Oh, I didn't rage quit PGA. Well, maybe he thinks that. Maybe he thinks that. I wanted to get this thing to Lee Shogi. I wanted to get it into Lee Shogi. I don't like doing PGA. What's the on an 81 Dojo? Can I set that? Interest in posting my house. Number one, I don't do it. I don't do it very often, but basically if the opponent wants to. I'm just set it to level 0. I'm setting it to level 0. I never do it online. I do it on Lee Shogi. Lee Shogi is online. I don't want to set any expectations. That was fun. That man. Okay, so here out of the opening, I did have a good advantage. From here, yeah. What was the? I tried to. What's the best move here? Oh. Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's painful. Yes. 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 What's he even going to do here? Yeah. Yeah, this is looking real. This is looking real winning to me. It's gonna be tough to defend this. I think they're gonna move over, and then I hope that I mess up on this side, which is absolutely possible. Ah, Paco. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Okay. Oh, the floating rook. Where's Tulip? Yeah, that floating rook is interesting. Pawn? So he's in the coward castle. So it's definitely interesting. The different styles of players. He went into castle immediately, and then on the other side made coward castle. So maybe this is just a very defensive player. Do I have an area for a rook drop? Let's do this. I think I want... Ah, okay, nice, nice. All right, that's fair.
4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、
All right.
1、2、
Yeah, shoot.
3、
Shoot, shoot, shoot,
4、
shoot, shoot. I did it again.
7、8、9、1、2、1、2、1、2、3、
I did it again.
2、3、
Gosh, I'm too,
2、
too,
2、
not flamboyant, too,
1、2、3、
he's gonna just keep giving it to me.
5、6、7、8、1、1、2、3、1、2、3、1、1、
Ridiculous. Just freaking ridiculous.
4、
Real frustrating that I'm such an idiot.
2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、1、2、1、2、
It is definitely frustrating to be a complete fool.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
All right.
1、
Just start getting stuff. Just try.
4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、3、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、3、1、2、3、1、2、
Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、
Yep.
1、
Good game.
2、1、1、2、3、4、
Good game. Good game. Gosh, I hate to lose like that. I hate to lose by stupid, stupid opening blunders, middle game blunders. Especially since I just saw this same pattern. I just saw this same pattern in the first game. Why don't I respect that enough? Why don't I respect this enough? Well, this was just a time move. Block the pawn. Yeah, block it, block it, block it. Yeah, and now it's +6 because I've given it up. So how do I get out of this? How do I just minimize the damage? How do I minimize the damage? Get the rook up. Get the rook up. And then just, okay. Okay. All right, that would have been fine. +7 is nothing. +7 is nothing. All right. Let's get another. Let us get another. Oh, hey, Spinal Tap Chess. Again. Yeah. 3-9 bishop as defense when dragon attacked. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Do I have what's my scene? 3-9 when the dragon attacked. I think I was going to lose no matter what, but you're like in. I probably come back here. I think this is still going to just. It's still going to lose to this, right? Yeah. I think there's no defending that. All right, let's remember this time. Remember this time. Taking the gold, but then he takes with the knight. All right. 1248. 1248. I've got some time. Got some time for more. It's a good day. The bishop can defend. Yeah, I mean, he's going to just then drop another gold on the side of the bishop and push in, right? Like he's going to get in there. I don't like. I guess I could have kept putting pieces in there. I'll do that. So from now on today, I am going to. I'll play until mate. I will play until mate. Like, because even that one, well, it did say +20. It said that he had mate in 20 after the bishop drop. But that's still 20 moves. Try to warm this hand. Pajero. Oh, the username. I thought it said it's Pajero B. I thought it said Pajero Boy. There was an old. I don't know if it's Toyota or Nissan or Suzuki. There was a 4x4 called a Pajero or Pajero. I don't know how it was pronounced, but I think it was not available in the United States, but it was in other parts of the world. The Pajero. Let me see what it is. Pagero. I'll look for Toyota. Oh, Mitsubishi Pajero. Pajero. What is it? It is a full-sized SUV manufactured, marketed globally by Mitsubishi. Oh, discontinued in 2021. All right. Oh, okay. It marketed this as Montero in North America, Spain, and Latin America. Oh, due to the term Pajero being derogatory, meaning wanker in Spanish. Wow. Pajero, I guess. In the United Kingdom, it was known as the Shogun, after the Japanese word for general. The model was discontinued in North America in 2006. Mitsubishi, hey, Care. Nice to see you. Yeah, Mitsubishi. All right, while we're waiting, we'll get into Kyoto Shogi game. Kyoto Shogi incoming. I don't know any of the moves.
1、2、3、
Greet.
4、5。
Okay.
1、2、3、4、5。1、2、3。
This becomes a lance, right? The token becomes a lance. Yes.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Let's do that.
2、3、
Takes.
1、
Takes. Oh, I got a rook. I got a rook now.
3、4、5、6、7。
The rook turns into a pawn.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
So it's a dead piece?
2、3、
Wait, what?
4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Lance?
2、3、
Okay, give me that.
1、2、
It feels like this is going to be a huge problem.
6、
It feels like this pawn, the fact that I've wasted a pawn, is going to be a huge problem.
2、3、4、5、6。 1、2、3、1、
Oh, maybe not.
3、4、5、6。
Let's get this knight. Let's get this knight.
2、3、4、5、6、7。
Ooh.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
2、
But whatever.
4、5、6。
Oh, it's mate. Oh no, it's not. Wait.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9。 1、2、3、4、5。
Oh, he's got the gold. All right. Resign. Good game. Good game. This game always cracks me up. Kyoto Shogi, it never ceases to crack me up that the game even exists. Is Naona a bot? Is Naona a bot? Because it seems like the order in which that Naona requests games, it feels like it's in an order. It's always in the same order. Is that the order of is that the order that they appear? Kyoto Shogi, Dobutsu. Okay, then 9 square is next. Okay. Okay. I don't do Dobutsu again because of that bug where it screws up the mouse tracking. So so if he does 9 move or whatever, I'll play that. Very cold hands. It's a pretty empty day today. It's 4:55 a.m. in Tokyo, but it's Saturday. So it seems like the people in Japan play a lot on Saturday. So I'm surprised it's so light. Is there I'm gonna log into Shogi Club 24 just to see. I'm curious how many people are on. Only 230. Very low player population. I didn't want this. Exit. You wonder how long Naona has been playing on this site? It seems many years. Yeah. Yeah. There are some people that I've seen, not that I'm a long player, but I've seen them for as long as I've been here. I think Naona is one of them. Chuanga, I think. Always see it's the players that give a lot of activity are there. So what's the win? Let me. Okay, so this does show up on stream here. Wins. Christofew. Yeah, I've seen this name a lot. Stopped Jeep. I see this name a lot. Lusitano. I see Chuanga. Green Monster. I see a lot. I have no idea who this is. Is Telmarch still around on 81 Dojo? I assume so. I don't know. I don't know if he's focusing on work or other games. I think my understanding is that Telmarch is just one of those people who's just great at every game. So maybe he'd be focusing on, I don't know, Go or chess or something else. Maybe it was a joke, but it sounds like they're gonna have their kid, their son, be a chess player. Is that? I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know if that was just a joke. Like if they're gonna teach him a game or have him play a game, I guess it'd be chess. Demonic O, I haven't seen that in a while. Dick Brazil, see this name a lot. Levan Gurganidze. Ooh, Spinal Tap is in there. Spinal Tap is in the top 10. Heck yeah. So who is Enadak? Who is Green Monster? These are Americans, and I don't know who they are. I don't know if they show up to the US Shogi Championship. This is 6 Dan, right? 2254. Can I click on that name? No. Let's see if he's logged in. Nope. All right. Well, I'm just gonna open up a player. I'll just open up me. Let's see. So that is 6 Dan. Maybe 2250 is 6 Dan. Wait, did Koshiro? Did you drop? No. Wait, so why isn't Koshiro in that list? Oh, he is. He is. Is this the same person? It's that handicap playing troll on Shogi Club on Shogi Harbor. What am I doing? Where's that page? There it is. This is Russia, right? Wow, I didn't know Russia or India had top amateurs. Did they not show up at ISF? Is this Oops. All right, where am I? There it is. Teratama. All right.
1、
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
3、4、1、
Played some 1530 or 1030 games against Teratama the other day.
1、1、1、1、1、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、
Yeah.
1、
All right.
1、1、1、
So this is the
3、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、
so this is tougher. This is definitely tougher
3、4、
for me.
5、6、
This
7、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
I'll drop it back here. I don't know if dropping back there is as good.
4、5、6、7、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Get that up.
1、2、3、
What's he gonna do? Push this pawn?
6、7、1、2、
All right. Let's back him up. Let's back him up.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、
All right.
2、3、4、5、6、7、
It's fair.
2、1、2、
So I'm gonna come up here, try to get my bishop over.
7、
My
8、
bishop is just stuffed.
1、2、1、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、
Yeah, that's nice.
2、
Teratama's good.
4、5、6、7、8、9、
Let's get this up.
1、2、3、
There's no rush. There's no rush here. So I'm gonna, maybe there is a rush.
2、3、4、5、1、2、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think that helps me
2、
a bit.
3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、4、5、
Okay.
1、
Yagura.
2、 3、
Yagura ga koi.
4、 1、
Mm.
2、
Mm-hmm.
3、 4、5、6、7、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、1、 3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
What an interesting spot.
1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、4、
So I'm looking to get my knight up.
6、7、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、
Let's get that knight up.
1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Maybe that's too risky. Too risky. Too risky.
4、
Too risky.
6、7、
Too risky. Yeah, that's definitely too risky.
1、2、1、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、1、2、3、4、
Oh, my pawn is in the way. My pawn's in the way. My pawn's in the way.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、
Oh, yeah.
2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、
I blinked. I blinked first. I blinked first.
3、4、1、2、1、2、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
You gotta be careful with that. Boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、
Any
3、1、
yeah.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、3、4、1、2、
Yeah, these as I've said a billion times, these types of players are the toughest for me.
4、 5、
They'll defend forever.
5、 6、 7、 8、 9、
And now I'm just breaking up. Now I'm breaking up.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、 9、
Maybe I should have broken the fork and then taken this pawn.
3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、5、
So I've got
7、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、 3、4、5、6、
I've got a
7、8、
knight. I've got
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、
let's see. Can I
1、2、3、
maybe I should have come up the other way.
7、8、9、
That's not good. That's not it should have been silver up. So silver up. Should have been silver up.
4、5、6、7、8、1、2、
Yeah. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot.
3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、1、2、3、
Wait, what? What did I just do?
6、7、8、9、
What did I just do? Wait, why did I just do that?
1、
Okay, resign. I've got to go to the restroom. I will be right back. I'm just say GG and leave and copy this Kifu and go to the restroom. I will be right back. Thing was still on. All right. All right. Oh man, that was good. That was really good. Who is going to have their son? Isn't maybe it was a joke. I thought Telmarch and Shogi Harbor were going to that they're going to teach him chess first or something like that. It would make sense. I mean, there's more money in chess, there are more players in chess, there's more excitement around chess. I did copy it. All right. So this was a good one. This was a real good one. Like I've said, yeah, I feel like I have so much to learn from playing these types of players. I don't know. I don't know if you call this a counterpuncher or just sort of a defensive player or the backboard or what you would call the style of never doing anything until the opponent just messes up. Maybe that's just shogi, but the engine likes pushing this pawn. What's the meaning of this? Wait, what? What is this? Then I would drop silver here. It's not even a big advantage, but huh. So I spend a pawn. I spend a pawn to clear the file. Interesting. So I spend a pawn just to clear that file. All right. Anyway, my move is fine. Edge attack. 3-8 rook. Again, 2-4 pawn. Wait, but without a pawn in hand, now what's 2-4 pawn? What? Huh. Hmm. 6-4. Wow. Oh, gosh. I was even looking at that during the game. All right. So anyway, where did we go wrong? It's +1. It's just, it's just an even game. And he's just sort of he's passing. He's passing. Not good. Not good, but not bad. 5-3. 5-3. 2-4 pawn. 5-3 silver. I think I played 2-4. What did I do? Oh. Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. Wow. Wait, what? All right. Not going to look at that. Pushing the pawn. I gave up that pawn. Yeah. All right, well, he sort of gave it back. Oh. Okay, that's one way out of it. Why? This is a huge blunder. Oh, maybe it's the difference. Oh, it's the difference between the server side eval and the local eval. Okay. It's one oddity on these shogi is that the server side is done with who knows what version of Yanara O running on who knows what kind of powerful or not powerful machine. So the eval, there will not be necessarily symmetry between the eval in the browser and the eval on the server side. All right. Well, he played basically he played well. He played well. I didn't make any blunders at this point. It's just except for that, I guess that one. It's not counting any of mine a blunder yet. He just played well. He just played well. Yeah, I don't know what to make against this. You should know since you were running a 1 CPU ShogiNet node on your nice. Yeah, when I was running mine, I was running on a multi-core Apple Silicon machine. Not the fastest, but certainly not the slowest. And yeah. But then I noticed my electricity bill was an extra $100 a month. And I turned it off. I ran for months. I don't know how long I ran it. I had the numbers written somewhere, the trillions or whatever of nodes that were processed. Those are fun times. Those are fun times. It would have been nice if I could have turned off all the other stuff. I basically I hacked up the script so that I didn't have to run the fairy stockfish stuff. But anyway, where's the okay, so there was that. That was a good game. Good game. This was the mistake in 5-3. 5-3. And then 6-3. That's a nice tactic. That's a nice tactic. Yeah, take or and I'd take. Wait. Oh, this is better. Wow. Wow. Okay. I guess keep piling it on. Oh man. Oh, that's nice. I've got to keep an eye on it. I've got to consider. So rather than just looking, rather than just aiming at the king, where I'm looking at trying to bust up the castle, I need to look over here as well. It's not too many options on a knight, so I should be able to do that. All right. Let's go for another. Got time for at least one more. What is this? Did I get to did I not get a chance to thumb up the person? Oh, I got 79 of these. I got 79 thumbs up. Let me change the scene. Morph, I see Morph is online and above me, as it should be. Oh, interesting. Got another account. New account. Best streak 5, current 5, rising. What, Shodan and Rising. Oh gosh, I can't do that hand movement. Not these days. Not these days. Rising. I'll point up. I'll say it's rising. New York Yankees. 73 and 19. Is this some sort of sandbagger? What's going on here? New York Yankees. Maybe it was a climbing the rating ladder type player. Cost 1 up there at 2 Dan. Very nice, very nice. Mutekin. よろしくお願いします。
3、4、5、6、7、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、
It's definitely a nice opportunity to play, stronger players on 81 Dojo. That seems to be, all you get in the 10-second games. You don't really get any challenges below Shodan. If he drops, I take. He takes, I come up. Invite the pawn drop.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、5、
Okay.
1、1、2、
Bishop going up.
3、4、5、
So let's not get our diagonal annoyed today.
1、1、2、3、4、
Gold, then bishop, or bishop, then gold?
7、1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Oh.
3、4、
All right. We can shift. Shift this opening.
4、5、6、1。
Look at that. The broken Mino without the piece there.
6、7、
Interesting.
9、1、2、1、2、3。
The eventual exchange, if we do this with the silver, with the bishop, we end up
1、1、
probably not going to, but
3、4、 5、
like if he comes up, I take, that ends up with check.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I don't know I don't know the meaning of this. I definitely don't know the meaning of this.
4、5、
Oh, that's the meaning of that. But mine comes with check. So
1、2、3、
the exchange will come with check. Okay.
2、
Wow.
4、5、6、7、8、1、2、
Woof.
1、2、3、4、1、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、1、2、3、4、5、
Wow.
7、1、2、3、4、5、6、
It's awfully spicy. I wonder if I should have just taken the bishop. I probably should have just taken the bishop.
2、3、4、5、6、
What do I do?
7、8、9。 9
Ah!
1 2 1
Oh, okay.
2 3 4 5
Surprising.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
Oh, and I got a nice tataki.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7
Drops a silver.
9
And the lance.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1
Okay.
2 3 4
It's looking strong,
7
I think.
8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7
I don't like that. I don't like that move at all. I ran out of time.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
All right. I don't. That's not good. That's a wasted move. That's a wasted move.
1 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3
All right. All right.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 1 2 1 1 2 3 4 1 2 1
Wow.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
Okay.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1、2、3、4、5、
Mm.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、
So how am I going to...
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、4、5、
All right. All right.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、
Gotta have mate. I've got to have mate here.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、1、2、3、1、1、1、2、
Oh boy. Oh boy.
3、4、5、6、7、
Did I give it? Did I give it? Did I give it up?
1、
Yes, I did. Ah.
2、
Oh, good game. That one. More proof. More proof. You know, it's not the opening. It's not the middle game. Ah, fun game. As unsatisfying as it is to lose those, it was a fun game. I just yeah, it's Shogi is a tough game. It's a hard game, easy game to lose, and a tough game to win. And boy, all right. So, which of the 50 ways to win? Which of the 50 ways to win this game should I have taken? So it's mate and 5. I had a lance. I had a lance. I had a lance. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. Of course. Of course. Of course. That's mate. That's just mate. Maybe if I had 15 seconds of Yo-Yo-Me, I think I would have seen this. I don't usually miss these moves anymore. I don't usually miss these. Should have just checked. Should have just checked. Man, oh man. When 4/5 night drop, 6/5. So I dropped. Wait, when 4/5 night dropped, where was you mean this one? Now it has nothing to do with surrounding the king. I should have just mated the king. Surrounding the king was the problem. Surrounding the king was the problem. I should have just mated the king. Ah. Gosh, I played so cautiously. I knew this game was over. I knew it was over. And I thought, oh, I'll just surround. Nope. Just mate the king. Just mate the king. Oh, man. So you say where was the 4-5 knight drop? Oh, the 4-5 knight was after this one. Four, 5 knight, 6-5 bishop. Oh, it must be in, okay, so it's not here. It's not here. It's not here. I don't know. There really aren't. Maybe like there are not many shogi streamers, unfortunately. All right. So here, so 4-5 knight, 6-5 6-5 instead wait, instead of 4-5 knight, 6-5 bishop. Wait. Like here? Oh, 6-6. Oh. And then what? And then what? Oh. 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 Yeah. Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. He would have been able to hold me off now. This is an even game. Wow. Wow. Minus 0.5. So this is like a show. This is a Shogi Wars sprint. Shogi Wars. Hey, Spy on Tap Chess. Spy horses, of course. Yes. Oh. Oh gosh. Wow. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Stunned. This is, I feel like, I mean, as evidenced by the fact that I want to say that I won the game. Obviously, I threw the game, but I think it's much easier to play my side. In this even game, I think this is much easier to play my side. But yeah, that is the move. That is the best move. That is the best move. And then, like I said, well, I thought, ignoring this, I thought he's going to take so that he can. So let's say he drops this. Oh, and I have all sorts of Tataki ideas. Yeah. Okay, so we're just in an even game. This was a mistake. This gold was a mistake, not a huge one. Not a huge mistake. This. Not a huge mistake. That. This was right. And we're still basically even. Minus 3.5. Okay, this was the mistake. This was the big mistake for them. This is where it starts going bad. Yeah, I think it's just much easier to play my position. I think it's just much easier to play this. Here's a crazy tactic. Number one move by a long shot, minus 15. I'm going to guess he's going to block there. Well, yeah, that blocking there would be worse. Wow. All right. Anyway, my approach was fine. This was not. Tataki again. Tataki takes, and then 6. Yeah, so I try to get that. All right. All right. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so it's all fine. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. That was not good. Yeah, as I knew at the time. It's just I had to make a move. And now it's yeah. So that sack was right. Sack was fine. It wanted the lance drop first, which is makes sense. But if I would have seen the lance drop, it would have been fine anyway. It's still completely winning here. It's still completely winning. You know, the only moves that were better were the lance drop. Now it's made in 1915. Yeah. All right. Minus 99. 4/4 lance. Number one move. Number one move with a bullet. Okay. There we go. Take. Of course take. Of course take. And now I give up the win. Now I give up the win. Of course, check. Just check. I had pieces. I had a rook. Just take the pieces. And we got a chance to mate again with the knight, with the taking the knight, and I don't do it. Still mate here. Give up most of the advantage. So what was a better move here? Taking again. Yeah, so it's just going to be the same thing over and over. It's just going to be the same. I missed the move. Five four is also fine. Yeah. Darn. 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 Oh well. Oh well. A great game. A great game. One of the best 10-second games I think I've played. Against a strong player. Let me evaluate his mana as good. And I'm gonna play one more. That was such a good game. I'm gonna try to play one more. I definitely had a bit of that. Seeing just a blank board once I was trying to mate. I can't believe I missed that lance drop. I missed it. Like if someone would have said it's mate in 5, I would have found that instantly. That's like mate challenge stuff. That's like low level mate challenge mates. Breaking the Mino. That's bread and butter Mino mate. Mm. Mm. Oh, cold. What time is it? It's 1:52. Got a bunch of D miles today from these games. If anything, may not be getting wins. I got a couple wins, I think, today. May not be getting many wins, but I'm getting D miles. Reminder to everyone who was on the fence of the US Shogi Championship. Today is the last day to register. And if you haven't been to one before, my 1 year of experience will say it was an absolute blast, an incredible experience. This year doesn't have quite the star power of Nishiyama and Yamaguchi as guest pros, but one of the pros, I am not playing this year. I am not playing this year. I am absolutely disgusted with my level of shogi right now. One of the pros may not be there because she's competing not for a title, but she's in that challenger. I think she's in the finals or semifinals to become a challenger for one of the titles. Oh, that would be incredible if you were there, Spinal Tap. That would be awesome. I am going to, on Saturday at least, I'm going to go and take a look at it and say hi to some people. But I am not going to play. My shogi is so bad right now. My shogi is just... My shogi is very rough. Not just when streaming. It's better when I'm off stream, but it's still not so great. Oh well, Ryuguma. The fact that he didn't challenge me makes me think he doesn't want to play me. But I'll challenge. This may be a very strong player. Who knows? 6 wins, 1 loss. All right, lighter. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
2、3、4、1、1、2、1、1、2。
Have I been Gote? People doing this a lot lately. I've noticed it. I don't know if this is a thing, but people are definitely doing it a lot more than usual, than I used to see it. Maybe it's just some playing stronger players. Maybe they do this.
1、2、1、2、3、4、5。
Oh wow, what is that about?
3、4、5、6、7、1、2、3、
Interesting.
5、1。
So he's going for the this side. Maybe I should have just pushed the pawn. But it's fine. It's fine. I think this is totally fine. I think.
6、7、8、9、
There's the
1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、4、5、
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、
All right.
4、1、2、3、4、
I think maybe I should have just come back
6、7、
and then pressured his silver.
1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Oh, I should have promoted.
3、1、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、
Oh, that's yeah.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、
Mm.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、
Wow.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Yeah.
1、2、3、
So I'm pretty sure I had the advantage, but
7、
again,
9、
you know, I put myself in spots that are, I think, tougher to play.
4、 5、6、7、8、1、2、3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
He's applying the yeah. He's adding pieces really nicely.
6、7、8、9、
This doesn't help. This doesn't really help, but I have nothing else to do. I guess I could have run the king.
4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Oh, interesting.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Ah,
1、
knight. I should have dropped the knight. I should have dropped the knight. Should have dropped the knight. Should have dropped the knight.
6、 7、 8、 9、
All right. Yeah, I'm just.
3、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、4、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、4、 5、6、7、8、9、1、
Wow.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、
Yeah, I think I...
2、1、2、1、2、3、
All right.
4、5、6、7、8、1、2、3、4、5、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、
Give me some pieces.
1、2、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、1、
All right.
3、4、5、6、
I don't want to give a knight.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
I'm blocking my bishop. I'm blocking my bishop. I should have just come back.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't see it. That's nice. That's nice. That's very nice attack.
1、2、
Yep. Good game.
4、
Good game. All right. I'm gonna play another one because I think I'm gonna look at that first. I'm gonna look at that first. I've got to learn from these. And I'm gonna look at it, confirm that I had the better position, and then see what I could have done instead. I think, first of all, I should have brought that silver back. Yeah, so I see -7. Let's see, -7.5. -7 here. -5 here. 6-4, yes. Oh, I just take the pawn. Idiot, of course. I don't know why I was blind to this. I've made this move a bazillion times on Shogi Wars. Okay, obviously. Still fine though. It's still at my advantage. 2-7, and there it is. -8. 1-9. 1-9. Okay, it wants me to promote first. That makes sense because otherwise he could block. Of course. This is more ammo for the idea that I've gotten worse. Like these are I used to on Shogi Wars get these all the time. Just jump the knight. But then what? Promotes. I go back. And I haven't given him a knight. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously. I'm staring at this move. It's It wants 3, 7. It wants this, which it feels like it's just going to chase him away. Or a night drop here, which I guess looks a little better. Oh, because I come over there. If he does... No, but if he blocks with a silver, what do I do? Blocks with a silver. Really? I give it up for 2. Really? I give a bishop and a silver and a knight? Not a knight. No, and I get my promoted knight. Okay. But I do give a bishop and a silver for a gold and a silver. All right. Okay. Oh, when I get a chance. What is this? I'm gonna... Mr. Ed, the talking horse theme. That's me. I am Mr. Ed.
So Becky, I see you like Viore also.
We got this ad.
We've been with them for a long time. I see you like them. What's your favorite?
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
A horse. Of course.
A horse is a horse, of course. A horse, of course, that is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse.
Good stuff. Television. Old television. I can't believe I lost that game. I can't believe I lost that game. The past 2 games, I can't believe I've lost both of those games. I can't believe you've done this. One more. Hopefully, as much as I like playing the strong players, hopefully it's someone that I can win against. Boy, Mr. Ed. Just turn over and I see it. These are fun games. I really like 10 second. I really do like 10 second. As bad as I am at it, I really enjoy it. And as much as it hurts, like from the previous game, to not win that game with the mate and 5, as much as that hurts, the games overall are really fun. $3.45, okay. How many games have I played today? It doesn't feel like that many, but it's almost 4 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games. Yeah, it doesn't feel like that many. Oh, we also talked a lot. We had that big discussion, the big improvement discussion. Yes. All right, well, maybe it won't. Maybe this is a time to end. if I'm not going to get a game, maybe I don't want to have everyone just sit here while nothing's happening. Let's see. Has anything happened in WSL since we last looked? No. All right, well, I just hit my D-mile max, so I'm going to log out, log back in. And give it a minute here. We'll give it a minute. If nothing happens, then I'll close up the stream. It's Friday. Weekend coming. I'll be playing over the board on Sunday. And that's probably it. I don't think there are any other club events this weekend. So Sundays are always good. Those were fun games today. They were definitely fun. While this is here, I'm going to bring up Shogi Wars. I'm going to take a look to see if we have any new events. No. The Gaijin Dan did well. We've got our C2 badge. We could have done better. Spinal Tap. You didn't play much in the past month on Shogi Wars. But it was a good event. What are the current events? The Meijin still going? The Meijin and the Dan Q. So the Dan Q started. I'm not in that yet because I haven't played on Shogi Wars in a week. You played a little. Yeah, not enough to score. Not enough to score up to your Dan level. All right, so we got this. All right, maybe let's close this. We'll close this. Let me we'll close this and get a 10-second game of Shogi Wars. I'll close this off. How do I close this? Oh, I've got to go into wait for game. Wait for game. Stop waiting. Okay. Shogi Wars. Game start. 10 seconds. We got the music. We need Fujimori. I need Fujimori. I need the Fujimori sound. Get the hype. Get this out of the way. All right. Gaga777. I'm Gota. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Ureshino-ryu. Oh gosh. Welcome back to Shogi Wars. Jesus.
1 2 1 1 1 1 2 1 1
So I've got a silver. I can Waryuchi no Gin. Whoa.
2
Wait, what?
3 4 5
Arigatou gozaimashita. All right. All right. Paid actor. Paid actor. Back. We're back on Shogi Wars. We're back on Shogi Wars. All right. And they said it couldn't happen. They said it wouldn't happen. Back on Shogi Wars. Thank you, Fujimori Sensei. Thank you very much for the help. We're back to 60%. They said it couldn't be done. I don't know who they are, but they said it couldn't be done. But it can be. So what else is happening here? And that brings Ureshino Ryu back to my main tactic. It's fallen a lot from 0.9 Q, but it's back to my main tactic. Thank you for it, dude. This is how I win games on Shogi Wars. I get a resign. I haven't actually checkmated anyone in 2.5 weeks. That's not true. I did checkmate today. I got an actual checkmate on the board today in one of my games on 81 Dojo. But on Shogi Wars, I think I may be on a 2.5 month checkmate drought on Shogi Wars. I either get an early resign from my opponent, or I throw the game. Like, those are the only two options. Or I guess I do lose some. I do lose some without throwing. All right, so I'm in the Don queue. I've got my 1 win, undefeated, you might say. Look at this Meijin. I don't know much about being the Meijin, but I can tell you that 34 wins and 64 losses are not going to get you that Meijin title. It's just not going to happen. Gosh, I'm barely above 50% here. This has been a very, very, very rough month of what am I trying to say? Of Shogi Wars Shogi. All right, so what else? That's it. That's a good end. That's a good end to the week. It's a good end of the stream. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. It's so fun. The chat we had earlier is awesome. The games were fun. Congratulations. I'll just say congratulations to my opponents. Since if you were one of my opponents today, there's a good chance that you won. So congratulations and thank you. And I'll be back. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your shogi and take care. Bye.